Hi student. The next is cleansing agent. The cleansing agent. What is the cleansing agent? See, the cleansing agents that is called the cleaning actions. So cleaning action usually we know that soaps and the detergents. There are two categories. One is soap, another one is detergent. See, soaps and usually detergent comes under soaps and detergent. This detergent is synthetic detergent. See that this helps to removal of the fat from skin or fabric. So this is the major use of the soaps. And the detergent. The detergents are further classified into three types: cationic, anionic, and non-ionic. Cationic, anionic, and non-ionic. This will discuss later. First we will discuss about the soaps. What are soaps? See, soaps is a long chain hydrocarbon. That is the long chain hydrocarbons of the fat, glycerol ester or fat. Fat react with sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide to give sodium stearate. Sodium stearate and the glycerol. So this is the main reaction. This is the general reaction for preparation of soap, and this reaction name is called saponification reaction. Saponification reaction. See, this is the example equation. This is a fat. This is a fat, long chain hydrocarbon. This is long chain hydrocarbons of the fat. See, the fat, like the name is the ester compound. See, RCOOR. This is look at ester. So this is a glyceryl. The name is glyceryl ester of stearic acid. Stearic acid. Glyceryl ester compound of stearic acid. See, this react with sodium or potassium hydroxide. You can use either sodium or potassium hydroxide. The better is if you use the potassium hydroxide, that is very soft soft soap. That is called also good for skin. So here you can use either potassium or sodium. Any potassium or sodium hydroxide, because of sodium and potassiums are water soluble. Okay, sodium and potassiums are water soluble, that's why we are using this. And you will be getting sodium. This is sodium stearate. The sodium stearate, and that glycerol or glycerin. Glycerol or glycerin. So this is the main reaction of the preparations of soap. Then types of soap. So what are the types of soaps that are involved in? Toilet soap first. Toilet soaps. Then medicated soaps. Then laundry soaps. Like this. These are the main types of the soap. See, the types of soap. First, soap means basically all soaps are made by boiling fats or oil. See, with the suitable soluble of sodium or potassium hydroxide. See, this is the we are using the different raw materials, that is sodium or potassium hydroxide. First, the toilet soap. The toilet soaps are prepared by using a better grades of fat and oils, and care the taken to remove excess of the alkali. So color and perfumes are we are adding. So then only we will get good attraction of that soap. Then soap that floated. See, soap that float in water are made by beating tiny air bubbles. See, that some water suppose soap dissolved in water means sometimes that most of the time you will get some bubbles, air bubbles. So the air bubbles before the hardening, this is the before the hardening. See, the transparent soaps are made by the dissolving soap in the ethanol and evaporating excess of solvent, because that is the transparent soap contains some glycerol also. So that contains ethanol also. See example, PS soap. Then medicated soap, we are adding some medicated soap and leather forming soaps, that is saving soaps. We are having different soaps are there. In medicated soaps, substance like a medicinal values are added, tetmasol, like this, that is the medicinal value. In some soaps, deodorants are added, that is for perfume. Some deodorants are also added. So here the saving soap. The saving soaps contains glycerol to prevent the rapid drying. This is prevent the rapid drying. So this is prevent rapid drying. Then these are the main. Then laundry soaps. So laundry soaps also we are using. The laundry soaps contains filler like a sodium rosynate, sodium rosynate, sodium silicate, sodium silicate, borax, and sodium carbonate. So this is the main content of the laundry soap. This is called the types of the soap: toilet soaps, medicated soaps, laundry soaps, and saving soap. This is the type of the soaps. Next, we will discuss the detergents. What are detergents? And that is synthetic detergents. See, then synthetic detergents. So synthetic detergent. See, the synthetic detergent mainly classifies into three types: anionic detergent, anionic, cationic, and non-ionic. Mainly three types: anionic, cationic, and non-ionic. This is the polar compound, the polar head. See, polar head react with this. First, anionic detergent. The anionic detergents are sodium salts of the sulfonated long chain alcohol or the hydrocarbon. Then the alkyl hydrogen sulfide is formed by treating long chain alcohol with the concentrated sulfuric acid or neutralized with the alkali to form anionic detergent. Like for example, the reaction is CH3 CH2 10 times CH2OH react with the sulfuric acid. This is the lauryl alcohol. This is lauryl alcohol. Then this react with the sulfuric acid. This is concentrated sulfuric acid to form the lauryl hydrogen sulfate. Lauryl hydrogen sulfate, CH3 CH2 10 times CH2O SO3H. Then this forms react with, that is alkali, sodium hydroxide, aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide to produce anionic detergent, CH3 CH2 10 times CH2O SO3Na. See, this is plus and minus. See, this is a polar in nature. The sodium Na plus and the whole compound is minus. This is the anionic detergent. This is the anionic detergent, or sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate. This is the anionic detergent example. Then another one is decyl benzene. Dodecyl benzene. The dodecyl benzene react with sulfuric acid also, will be getting that anionic detergent. That is the one of the aromatic compound. Okay, this is the anionic detergent. The anionic detergent mainly used as a household work, like we are using a toothpaste, uses mainly in toothpaste. These contains in toothpaste. Household work, like anionic detergents for toothpaste means this is the main use. Okay, then next is the cationic detergents. Cationic detergents. See, the next is the cationic detergent. The cationic detergent means what? See, mainly the cationic detergents are mainly quaternary ammonium salts. Quaternary ammonium, they contain the quaternary ammonium salts of amines with acetate, chlorides, or bromides, or anions. Here, these are act as a anion. Then the cationic part possesses a long hydrocarbon chain and a positive charge of the nitrogen atom. See, look at the compound here, CH3, CH2, 10 times, 15 times, N, CH3, CH3, CH3. So this nitrogen atom contains the positive charge, so that this charge is here. Then you can use either bromide or chloride, whatever it is. So this is the quaternary ammonium salts of this compound, that amines with the compound. See, the the nitrogen atoms contain the positive charge. So hence these are called cationic detergents. These are called cationic detergents. So this name is the mainly cetyl trimethyl ammonium, cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. So this is a very expensive one. We are using in hair conditioner. Expensive. This cationic detergents are very expensive one. The uses are very limited, and sometimes in hair conditioner. We are using in hair conditioner. So this is mainly for cationic detergent. See the positive part, the whole in anionic detergents, that's sodium lauryl sulfate is anionic detergent. See the sodium lauryl sulfate is CH3, CH2 10 times, CH2 O SO3 Na plus. See, this is the negative part. Look, compared to this, the whole part is anion, and this whole part is cation. So that this comes under, this is the long chain hydrocarbons contains this cationic compound, the whole charge. This long chain hydrocarbons contain this anionic part. So that this is an anionic detergent, and this will be a cationic detergent. See, this is the long chain hydrocarbons. So CH2 twice, CH2 15 times. This is CH2 10 times. This is a long chain hydrocarbon. So this is a negative part. This is a positive part. Okay. So this is the difference of the cationic and the anionic. Then the non-ionic one. Next one is non-ionic. See the non-ionic detergent. Next is the non-ionic detergent. Already we discussed the cationic detergent and anionic detergent. The cationic detergent. See here the polar head of the cationic detergent is positively charged. The positively charged compounds are called, that is polar head must be positive charge, so that is called cationic detergent. Then the polar head of next one is anionic detergent. That must be, the charge should be negative. That means the long chain hydrocarbon. This is the long chain hydrocarbon should be positive. So that's mean cationic detergent. The long chain hydrocarbon is negative part. This long chain hydrocarbon's negative part is, that is anionic detergent. Here, look at this polar head of the non-ionic compound. The polar head of the non-ionic compound is no charge. Here, no charge because of no ions are constituent their particles, so that they are contains no charged particles. So that these are called non-ionic detergents. So non-ionic detergents usually the example equation is stearic acid react with polyethylene glycol. The stearic acid react with the polyethylene glycol. Removal of the water, you will be getting the non-ionic detergent, that is called polyethylene glycol stearate, that is called non-ionic detergent. The example equation is, see, this is the stearic acid CH3 CH2 16 times COOH. This is stearic acid and react with polyethylene glycol HO CH2 CH2O N times CH2 CH2OH. This is called polyethylene glycol. Polyethylene glycol. So removal of water molecule. See, removal of the water molecule like this. Removal of water molecule H2O. The remaining things you have to write here. See, the CH3, CH2 16 times and COO. So the remaining thing is what here? CH2, CH2O N times CH2, CH2OH. So these are called polyethylene glycol stearate. The uses of this non-ionic detergent. The uses of non-ionic detergent mainly uses in dishwash purpose. That is liquid dishwashing detergents are non-ionic type. The mechanism of cleansing action type the detergent is same that soap. So this is mainly polluted. So see, look that these these also removes grease and oil by micelle formation. The micelle formation we will see in surface chemistry. Micelle formation.